The holidays are almost here. I'm here in Pentagon City where the shops are rolling out some of the biggest deals of the season. There's over 110,000 pounds of ice and it sure is cold in here, but it's all for a good cause. It's never too early to get started on New Year's resolutions. We're here in Prince George's County trying to get healthy for the holidays. As you can see, construction's already underway. Right here behind me is 1770 Crystal Drive, just one of 3 possible sites for Amazon's new headquarters here in Crystal City. Over 1,000 people will be seen between today and tomorrow, and it's not just free dental care. There's flu shots, HIV testing, and even voter registration. I'm Simone McKenny at the University of Maryland. If you live more than 10 miles from your nearest supermarket in a rural community, you may live in a food desert. Organizations like the Food Bank offer access to healthy food, but Slice 325 is bringing access and education to these underserved communities.
We call ourselves the Nanny McVie of nonprofits.
Jamaica McNeil is the founder and CEO of Slice 325.
If you need us, we're here. If you don't, we'll leave, but we'll come back if you need us.
The organization teaches nutrition to people often coping with food insecurity. More than 1.5 million people in North Carolina don't know where they will get their next meal. That's food insecurity.
Well, most of the food insecurities are lack of education, meaning not knowing what to eat. How do I eat? Where can I go to purchase food? What's available?
Slice 325 teaches people to find that next meal. It's a 5-week course that goes beyond the kitchen to include gardening and budgeting.
It's kind of everything that they taught you in home economics, but we put the music and the arts element to it.
McNeil says she teaches families to shop where their money goes farther, low-price grocery stores and at the state farmers market. Vendors there, like Wise Farms, accept government assistance programs such as EBT as a form of payment.
Been taking it since 2012, and we really enjoy taking it and letting the farmer, let us as the farmer give you something good with your money.
McNeil's family inspired her to start Slice 325 and remains an important part of her work.
Just being able to sit down and have a healthy meal to feel good with your family, that says, well, it speaks volume to me because most people don't get that.
There are families right here in Wake County who don't get a chance to have that meal. Slice 325, the Food Bank, and so many others are working hard to solve this issue here at home and beyond. New legislation in the DMV is expanding the definition of race to prohibit discrimination based on one's natural hair. Dove did a study on thousands of women and found that Black women's hair was 4 times as likely to be perceived as unprofessional. The Crown Act was created to prevent such discriminations. CROWN stands for Creating a Respectful, Open World for Natural Hair. This kind of legislation comes amidst various nationwide discriminatory incidents in schools, entertainment, and sports. Regina Holbert is the owner of Hair and Space Salon in PG County, Maryland. She believes hair discrimination can cause a barrier.
Something might look ghetto or look hood or whatever it looks like to them, and I think that causes this barrier and this fear that we're going to act a certain way if we wear our hair a certain way.
Erica Stevens cut her dreadlocks last year.
Someone came to me and said, remember, you're a tall Black woman with dreads. And I didn't ultimately get the position that I wanted to get in that space, but there isn't a Crown Act to support me in DC at that time, so that I can use that like blatant discrimination as a reason for me not getting a job.
Monica Palacio, the director of the Office of Human Rights in the district, says that hair is an extension of our identity.
Our personal appearance is unique to us, and we make those choices based on our culture, our history, our traditions. So I'd say that it's an extension of our identities, and race is a very powerful part of our identity.
Though the district has not passed the Crown Act, there are similar protections under the Human Rights Act of D.C.
I think the district has been on the forefront of offering those protections, and the Human Rights Act is, I think, a model for many other jurisdictions in the country.
The Crown Act has already passed in New York, California, and New Jersey. It continues to be considered in legislatures across the country in hopes of protecting crowns everywhere. For the School of Media and Public Affairs, I'm Simone McKenny. Crossing Georgia Ave is known to be dangerous, and that proved true late Sunday night when a man fell victim to a hit-and-run accident that happened right here at this intersection. Charlie Kerr was riding his moped through the Harvard and Georgia Ave intersection when a red SUV crashed into his scooter with no intention to stop.
Saw the front of a car, which to me at the time looked like a red Dodge SUV, and then I woke up on the ground.
Police have released this dashcam video of the incident in attempt of identifying the driver. Coincidentally, Kerr is a Revel scooter instructor, and he says he always stresses the importance of safety on the road.
Keep your head on a swivel as much as possible when you're out there on the road, but you can't always account for everything, and especially someone who just has no regard for the existing laws and busts through red lights on major intersections.
Kerr is sustaining multiple injuries, including a separated shoulder and a broken pelvis. But once he recovers, he vows to ride the scooters again.